Shalom everyone, live on this Monday morning here in the city of Bet Shemesh in Israel, continuing the series of Daf Yomi. We're on page Pei, that's Daf Pei at the moment, and only 2 days away from the grand siyum of Masechet Kiddushin. So very much excited about this now. It's been already more than 18 months of this cycle of the Daf Yomi. Already about 500 pages we've already covered together, and it's already had more than 1 million views in total. So what we're talking about today in today's page, about the din of Yichud. What is Yichud, friends? It's when a man and a woman that aren't married to each other, they're not allowed to be secluded with each other, and to shut the door and lock the door inside an enclosed place over here. Two people that aren't married, a man and a woman, they're not married. They could be married to other people at the time, and it's an issue of Yichud. So friends, why is it an issue? The Gemara, the Mishnah actually builds on this, and the Tanakama in today's daf is actually going to add on and says that if it's going to be a man alone with two women, also that's a problem. And let's assume that the man and one of the women are not married to each other. It's still a problem over here. However, there's a discussion whether it's an issue if there's two men and one woman together in an enclosed place. According to some opinions, that might be okay, depending on these are like reliable people, and according to some other opinions, no, that's not okay, because there's an idea that if there's two women and one man together, there's going to be less of an embarrassment if someone was to do something in an enclosed place, as opposed to two men and one woman. However, it's a problem over here, and you can see even it can be a problem for anyone. There's no one escapes. There's this concept, the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination. There's a concept inside the Torah that everyone is suspect at the end to, God forbid, committing something, adulterous relationship. Every single person out there, because a person is born with the Yetzer Hara, with the evil inclination. And we see that many times, that you could even have prominent scholars, prominent Rabbonim that deal in counseling. It's been reported over many times, over in any field, whether someone is in the Jewish field, the rabbi, or even a professional scholar. When they seclude themselves with a woman and they're counseling a woman at the end, and the door is shut and there's no barriers over there, you don't know what the man could potentially do. You know, which disastrous it can lead to, especially when there's a man counseling couples. If it's a man and counseling a woman in a relationship, imagine the power trip the man can have, and the Yetzer Hara could rationalize upon himself. So these are all problems that the Torah has already identified, the Gemara in today's page has identified, and they also take the laws of Yichud within seclusion from a pasuk in Sefer Devarim in chapter 13, Yud Gimel, I believe in verse number 7, with regards to idolatry. They base it on that. However, there's a problem, and we saw only a few years ago there was an issue in the religious communities all over the world where these are people. That's why it's very important, especially if it's a rabbi that's counseling a couple, that they first of all they do it with a door open policy, where there's they don't close the door first of all, and there's no restrictions. And it's better, that's very much urged by the Rabbanim, that the Rabbanit, the Rebbitzin, would coach or would counsel the woman, and the man will be counseled by the rabbi, because you don't want a scenario where there's two people of the opposite sex that are advising or coaching together, because it can lead to other things. And stop in the workplace. Measurements should be made in the workplace within regards to not having a man and a woman, just secluded in these places. That's why in a lot of religious offices, in a lot of places, they take these limitations. They don't necessarily put the people inside the same office together, especially in a closed environment. Yeah, sorry, just the connection went.